Hi, I'm AJ Nash, digital intelligence advocate for Authenticate, with another Intel drop. Today, let's talk about the security industry's obsession with indicators of compromise. IOCs, IP addresses, file hashes, domain names. Threat intel feeds are full of all of these things. Here's a problem with that, though. By the time you have an indicator of compromise, you've already been compromised. That's not intelligence, that's forensics. The intelligence community talks about indicators and warning, I&W, in a fundamentally different way than we talk about indicators of compromise in the private sector. Instead of looking for evidence that something already happened, you look for signs that something is about to happen. Think about it in military terms. You don't want to wait until tanks are rolling across your border to recognize there's a threat. You watch for force movements, logistics positioning, communications patterns, and leadership travel. You're looking for indicators of intent and capability that give you time to act before the action actually happens. That's left of boom. That's intelligence. But somehow, when this concept moved into the cybersecurity realm, it got flattened, and the indicators of compromise became synonymous with artifacts, evidence of past intrusions. Breadcrumbs left behind after the adversary already achieved their objective. Now, don't get me wrong, IOCs are definitely important. They help us detect known threats, scope incidents, and shape information across organizations. We're definitely going to try to benefit from knowing about IOCs, about compromises that have happened elsewhere. But if your entire threat intelligence program is about consuming IOC feeds, then you're not really doing intelligence. You're doing historical research. Real indicators in cyber look different. Unusual reconnaissance patterns against your industry, for instance, or your company. New tooling being discussed in an adversary forum. Changes in targeting by groups that have historically focused in a specific area. Shifts in geopolitical tensions that correlate with increased cyber activity. Infrastructure being staged that matches patterns you've seen before. Now, these are the signals that you may want to see what's going to happen next, that something might be coming. It's not a discussion about what's already happened. The challenge is that this kind of analysis is really hard. It requires understanding adversary behavior over time and not just matching a bunch of hashes. It requires context about your own environment and why you might be a target. It requires thinking like an intelligence analyst, not a detection engineer. Most security teams just don't have time for all of that. They're buried in alerts and responding to incidents and trying to keep the lights on. So they default to what's easy. Consume the feed, match the IOC, check the box. What percentage of your threat intelligence effort is focused on what already happened versus what's about to happen? If the answer is heavily skewed towards the past, and you might have a threat research function, but you don't really have a very good intelligence function. And there's a meaningful difference. So just food for thought for today. That's all I have at this time. So thanks for joining me again. Thanks for checking in, and stay vigilant.